Hey guys, welcome back. Today I actually have something I want to talk about. So, during episode 28 I talked about a little bit about not knowing what was expected of me and kind of I want to produce something that I am able to be proud of when it comes to assignments and work stuff and whatnot. And then I got a comment. Right, I am in the middle of nowhere right now. I got a comment about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Now, what's funny about that is Samoset. Spinning gear, 6 gears. 2 gears. Okay, anyways, oh wow, this is a small house. I think I'll mark this one. Trader. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Right, fixed mindset and growth mindset. What's funny about this is that we recently talked about this during a lecture, and it just kind of reminded me about that effect of, you know, you learn something and then you kind of stumble upon it. So, for example, if you learn a word that you've never heard previously and then just within the following week you hear it like 3 times. I don't know, I think it has a name, I'm not quite sure what the name is. Anyways, the fixed mindset versus growth mindset is fixed, you're basically... I actually pulled up an image for this. Oops, 1 second. Fixed mindset, you kind of try to avoid mistakes, and you think that if you can't do something, it's because your brain just isn't made for that activity. And then growth mindset is kind of the opposite, where you can improve with practice and you appreciate feedback, and you think that mistakes help you grow and learn. And I've always considered myself kind of a growth mindset, but then when it was pointed out to me that I should look this up, because I've never really done any reflection on myself more than kind of what I've been identifying with. So I then realized that perhaps... Hold on, I'm trying to do this kind of smoothly. I'm gonna go and store some items in this trader hut, so then I can go and pick them up and perhaps sleep as well, if he has a bed. But I've never really reflected on which one of them I am, more than just oh, I'm a growth mindset kind of person, or yeah, I think that's just the extent of it that I had been doing. I think... do I have any seeds on me? I definitely don't need those at the moment. Probably also don't need that. Also the quartz chunks could probably go in there as well, and then the turnip and spelt seeds. Yeah, sure. But then when it was pointed out to me, I'm sorry, I thought this would be more coherent, which I'm realizing now it isn't. Wait, is it not? Okay. It's 3 AM. Sorry, I think I have to collect my thoughts for a second. Be right back. Right, so I think what I was getting at is that I've considered myself a growth mindset because I haven't been afraid of making mistakes when learning. But I do, however, think I am afraid of failing. And to me, failing and making mistakes was kind of separate until I got the comment and thought about it. I guess they aren't really separate. So that's kind of where I think I went wrong a little bit. But I also don't think they actually are the exact same. So I think it's more of a performance anxiety kind of thing, that I can make mistakes while learning or while doing an activity, but if I don't like achieve or complete the overall goal or the task, the bigger task at hand, I think that's where it goes wrong. So I think it's a slight difference, but also I don't really feel anxious when this. Actually, I'm not sure if I can say that either. I need to eat. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a difference between like failing and making mistakes. And I think I'm not comfortable failing or even being put in a position where I can fail. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with that. And one problem with identifying this is also is something that I learned from Dr. K from HealthyGamerGG, I think. It was a long time since I watched it. Where am I going? Okay, yeah, I think I'm going towards this marker. Is that I think he called it colorblind to emotion. There is some kind of technical term to it, and this guy is a psychiatrist, so he knows what he's talking about, and I really resonated with what he was saying when he was talking about that. I don't have a video in mind, or I'm sure I could look it up and put a video reference in the description if you guys are curious. But I think that might be one of my problems, that I'm not sure how to identify my different emotions. So maybe it is performance anxiety and I just can't identify the anxiety part. So like I said, I'm not sure. And also I think there's been too little time to actually get this figured out. I usually take a lot longer to to think things over, especially when pine forest. I think these are pines, yeah. Okay. Especially when it comes to like identifying completely new problems. Like, it's one thing if it's just a decision or something like that, then maybe you could figure it out in like 1 or 2 days. But character traits and things of that nature usually takes a lot longer, for me at least. So I'm not completely sure where I stand on this currently. But I think I do still appreciate making mistakes. I think making mistakes is a part of my character. Like, knowing that you have to make mistakes to learn. So I do think that I have a growth mindset. But again, it's kind of hard. But I did really appreciate that comment. It made me think quite a lot. And obviously I haven't thought it through completely yet so far, so... But yeah, I am curious. This is kind of... what's this? Is this snow? Another... Ooh. It's an interesting looking... Is that rice seeds? You know what, I'll collect them, and then if I need to drop them again, I'll do it. But what's this? I wonder if I can break these. Nope. They belong to the trader. That's fine. Let's see what you have in store for me. Oh, this guy has a door. That's the first. Forage, forage, forage. Interesting. Oh, what's your name? Why gears? Aha. I see. Okay, well, got anything to trade? Copper. Can I sell anything? Gold treasure chests? Okay, interesting, interesting. Alright, cool. I will mark you as well. What was your name? I can't remember. Hosa. Hosa it is. Alright, I kind of do want to be a bit productive today. So... Well, I don't really know. Did my game crash? Okay, my game just froze. I'm not sure if it's back. Okay. I see. Right, I also want to try and use my prospecting pickaxe. So maybe I was considering just like skipping to being back home, but I think I will explore for a bit more. I think I'll keep going back home. I think you guys do appreciate longer form content. You can just, if you don't have time to like watch it in like one sitting, you can always come back to it, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, it might be a long one today also. Oh right, I wanted to use this prospecting pickaxe. Change density, right. I wanna see what kind of... I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this one. Am I supposed to break something? Okay, I need 2 more samples. Alright. Wait, what? What? Okay, I'm gonna see what the prospecting pickaxe... Prospecting! Okay, ready to move on from the Copper Age. In order to advance, you will have to find some rather rare resources to create bronze. The prospecting pick can help you find where not to search for them. Once you have either poured or smithed a prospecting pick, pack your bags and go for a journey. Density search mode. Break 3 blocks in close proximity to sample the area for ores. The sampled blocks must be located a maximum of 3 blocks apart and a maximum of 16 blocks. A minimum of 3 blocks. Okay. You can sample anywhere as long as you break rock. For example, when you come across a cave, an outcropping of stone, or dig through dirt to reach solid rock. Break 1 block to start the sampling process. Move at least 3 blocks and break another block. Do this again to finish collecting your samples. Once your samples are completed, the chat info log will show you a reading of all prospectable resources at this location. Results are shown as ore densities. A low density resource means you probably want to move on and keep prospecting until you find a medium to high density location. It might also mean you are near the edge of a deposit, so look around to see if you can find a stronger reading. Even a high density reading is no certainty you will to actually find ore in that exact spot, though it must be nearby. It is up to you how you then locate the individual ore veins underground with the prospecting process has detected. Okay, right, so it does mean I will have to move away. Okay, 1 more sample. Let's do that one and see what the reading is. 2% hematite, bismuth and sphalerite. Bismuthinite. Oh wait, these are... I'm not sure what the English words for this sign is. So in Sweden we call it promille. I'm not really sure what it is in English. I'm sure it's something similar. I think it comes from Latin. Oh, hematite. But I also want to check. I did see these prospecting. Do I now... Don't I have anything waypoints? Oh. Ah, see. Okay, so it does create a waypoint for that. Okay, interesting. So I'm not really sure how to go about finding the ores once I've prospected. That's cool. I think I'll take the way around. I do want to explore a bit more. I think my original goal with this was to find limestone, I think. Oh, also, I'm kind of out of food soon, so I should probably start collecting berries if I find some. And I might also not make the journey super long. I have already been recording for 50 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Oh, those are some quick goats. It's fine, I won't hurt you. Although I do think I need to refill food. I think the food back home might be spoiling or be spoiled already, since I've been sleeping out on this adventure. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, kind of wanna check this. I wanna do it like periodically to see. Okay, need 2 more samples, right? Okay, cinnabar, hematite, cassiterite, native copper. So very poor. Wait. How do you like that? So decent, decent, very poor. Okay. So I wonder which ones are worth going for. If it's even worth going for decent, or if those are like too low amount. It also seems like quartz is super common. I'm not moving towards my home. That's this way. Yeah, okay. I am kind of worried about my hunger now. It is starting to get kind of low with no food. I also kind of wish I brought spears with me. Although I barely have the inventory space to do anything about it. So I did just find a piece of copper here. Do I now want to look for it? Okay, so it does seem like it's out of the way of the gravel, so I should be fine here. I do, however, want a couple of blocks in case I do get buried. So I am kind of gambling here. One of these could have gravel above them. Okay, yeah, I think this was worth. Maybe I should get home and do some smithing and upgrade my tools. Yeah, I think that might be the plan. I didn't really have anything that I wanted to do. I know I wanted to get back home. Also, I'm not sure with the ore density, is it better if I go like further away, so digging samples further away? So, for example, I'm gonna try one more. So let's do this. I think there's gonna be a collapse. Okay, need 2 more samples. Let's go over here and check. Okay, and then one final one. Maybe over here, if this one's still in range. Poor minuscule, okay. That's not good. I think I see resin over there. I also kind of wish I find some beehives near me, because I do want to start like keeping bees, beekeeping, because I want wax and making candles and making lanterns to light up my home area. Oh right, I also want to... Oh, here are some berries. Right on time. Also, apparently I can grab these. Is that right? I can! That's super cool. Okay, well, I don't really need the sand. I would rather have just the bushes. I think I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, I do kind of want to... Ooh, I think that's olivine. Right, there's so much I want to do. I want to... Yeah, this is olivine. Let's mark this. Someone told me it was rare. Olivine. And needed for steel. So, that's useful. I want to upgrade my little smithing hut as well. I got kind of inspired, just wanting to build something. And perhaps I would make that out of cobblestone, like upgrading that. Ah, more things. More copper. I mean, sure. Let's dig down and see if I can find a little bit more. Okay, right. Let's just dig this out. I guess I could talk a bit more about Christianity. So I did mention it also. I think that was also during episode 28 when I got approached by missionaries. So I do always have like a lot of respect for them, and I think it's super lovely to speak with them. So my story is that I was raised Christian. I'm not quite sure if I believe. But coming from a Christian family, I always have respect for Christians and like also all religions. I've had Muslim friends and so even though I'm not sure I'm the biggest believer, I respect religious people, and also I think it's just good practice to be positive and kind to people, regardless of what. So because if I wasn't, I feel like I would have to be that way towards my family, and that to me is a weird position to have, or a weird quality to have. So yeah, I always appreciate everyone, regardless of religion. And this wasn't really something I had planned on talking about. There are a couple of things that I want to avoid speaking on. So one of them was like religion, mostly because I know it can be like a touchy subject, I guess. And another thing was also politics. So I kind of want to avoid politics to my best extent. Let's go and prospect over here. Ah, there's some copper over there. And I think it's just, I want my channel to be like a chill place, and where you come to relax and not be reminded of anything. If something stressful is going on in your life, I don't want you guys to be more stressed just watching me. I'm sure like all of these topics get brought up in your guys' life anyhow, so I don't really need to be another source of that. But yeah, I super enjoy talking with religious people. Or like, I'll always make time of my day. Yeah. And they are always super nice. So the people I met in like what, Wednesday or something were super nice. They're always super respectful, and I always feel kind of bad for them because they're out there and they're doing what they think is right, and they're like trying to better the world. And I think they're met with a lot of negativity, especially here in Sweden. I think a lot of people aren't that religious. So whenever I can, I just try and like be as respectful as possible and try and contribute to positivity in the world. But it's also super interesting hearing what they have to say. I'm just, it's not just like doing it as a charity thing. I do like to hear them out on whatever they're speaking on. Man, I'm so bad. Sample too far away from initial reading. Sampling around this point now needs... Okay. Let's do this one then. Okay, well, I guess it just reset my thing. Very poor, very poor. Interesting. So, I'm not sure how this prospecting pick works exactly. It said something when I read in the handbook that it's per 1,000. So it's per 1,000 blocks. So I guess I'm not sure exactly what that means. Actually, let me look it up. Prospecting. Per mil. About 0.3 per. Is that how you read it? Per mil? Per mile? Mil? I'm not sure. Which means roughly 0.3 out of 1,000 blocks contain this ore. Okay. That's awful. That's super awful. Wow. Okay, well. Ouch. Okay, I didn't actually take fall damage from that. Am I getting closer to home, by the way? Kind of. I've been taking a super weird path. Let's also try and do another reading soon. So I'm walking into a forest. Let's go over there and do a reading, or perhaps in this cave. Two more samples. And then there's also a short search as well, I think. Very poor emerald. Node search mode, short range exact search. Okay. Not exactly sure what that means, but sure. Yeah, I think we're almost home. And perhaps I'd need to do a food run, actually. I don't think I will have the time to do much else. I think at home do a food run. Well, I'll check. I can't quite remember how much food we have left in the in my storage vessel. And there's more blueberries. I want to start a blueberry farm, I think, with these bushes. I really like that you could pick them up. I thought they would get destroyed, but someone told me that you could, and now I'm honestly super excited. I want to start building a lot more. Like I said, I want to upgrade my first. Ooh! Ouchie! Let's find water. There's no water. What's that? Blackcurrant. I hear bees as well. I'm just gonna mark this as bees. And then try and head home. Okay, this has been an eventful trek back home, I would say. Wow, this is a lot of blueberries. Wow. Man, this is like a lot. Right? I thought it would be harder to find a lot of them. I'm not sure if I can do a stew with blueberries. I think I can make porridge with blueberries. Also, I think you could make jam with honey, so that's an even greater reason to want bees. I also need to be careful here. I think these are also pines. Oh, I think that was something. An animal, a bear or something. Okay, I'm just gonna get home. And then... Okay, I'm super bad at navigating. I feel like I've been trying to get home for half an hour and I've just been stuck here. Okay, well, it's almost nighttime as well. In a few minutes. Also, I do need to buy more storage on my computer, so I always store my videos on the computer as well as upload them to YouTube, because my main reason for doing these videos was because I wanted to log my journey through Vintage Story. And in case something happens with the YouTube channel, I still want to be able to have them. And I'm not expecting something to happen to the channel, but it's always good practice to store valuable things in multiple ways. So if you guys have like valuable photos or videos or something, I would always recommend it to store it on like a cloud storage and on like your local storage as well. And if it's like photos, I would also recommend having it like in physical form as well, if they're valuable. And perhaps even multiple different clouds as well, in case one goes down or something happens to it. So that's just good practice, I think. So currently my videos are taken up I think it was 300 gigabytes, and my hard drive is at 1 terabyte of storage. So just like those two facts combined, sorry, that didn't make sense. The fact that I have 300 gigabytes of videos on my hard drive, combined with the fact that modern games usually take up way too much storage on the computer, makes it so that I am running quite low. I think I have 100 gigabytes left, so I'm gonna need to buy a bigger hard drive. I haven't looked on anything yet, but maybe like around 3 terabytes more, I'm thinking. Okay, we got home safe and sound. That's nice. There's also a giant grizzly bear here. If I can just get to my house, I think I can kill him from the inside. Also, I wonder if there's loot in here. I've always been around here, but I've never really considered the fact that there might be loot in there. Okay, well, let's place these. I guess I can place them near here. I want to set up a proper like farm for these. And I'm not sure if animals can come and eat the berries from the bushes, but this should be fine. I also need to expand this area. So now let's check on my food in here. 16% spoiled. Okay, so I think it's time to cook these up. I'm not sure if I can do this. Oh, I can actually. Can I do this? I can. Boiled blueberries. Oopsie. Like that. Well, sure, let's do that then. Or perhaps, actually... These give me 80 saturation? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's as good as mushrooms. That's crazy. What? Actually, wait, can I combine these? Aha! Okay, there we go. Now I just need some firewood. And then light this up. Okay, nice. Now I have a bunch of things to do. My inventory needs cleaning. And I got clear quartz, and now I can render this wax down that I have. Make the candle. Okay. I do have a bunch of stuff to do. So first of all, let's break these down with the hammer. I think the hammer is over there. Okay, so maybe not. I can hold off on that. Actually, I have an idea. Let's break that and bring over all of my smithing stuff. Whoa. Okay. I'll bring all of these over here. Perhaps I need to install a door in my smithing area. These actually look quite tall now. 7, 6, 7, yeah. Okay. Let's place this here and no, I actually... Oh, wait. I actually need 40 saved up like that. Then take the hammer and crush all of this up. I don't think there's any reason to keep these in the crushed state or uncrushed state, so I'll just break all of it down. I do know they take up more storage, but I think that should be fine. I have a bunch here. Right, now I also... Well, first of all, I need to pick up this food and firewood. Okay, take these out and then a bowl. Did I... No, I did have the bowl on me. Just couldn't see it. Okay. I also need to... I need to make some clay things, so... I'll make... Oh, crucible. Crocs. Cooking pot. I think I'll make 4 of each. Okay. Just got very dark in here. Then... Fill this up. This is quite tedious actually. So the reason I'm doing this is once I render down the beeswax, apparently the pot will get the cooking pot will get unusable. And while I'm doing this, I am just taking the freedom of doing some crocs as well, while I'm shaping these clay pieces up. Okay, awesome. And then those were crocs, so now I'll make 4 cooking pots. Oopsie. Oh, by the way, that howl made me remember something. Did you guys see that they managed to bring back the dire wolves? So, some biologists from, I think, America managed to use DNA from a direwolf tooth that was a couple of thousand years old, and then they matched our modern day grey wolves. They took DNA from that and then they like modified it somehow. I'm not completely sure. I haven't like read up on this. But they modified the DNA of the grey wolves to match that of the dire wolf. And I think then they like used a grey wolf as a surrogate or something. Oops. I'm not quite sure on all the details, but that's cool and kind of scary, I think. Like it's kind of cool that it is possible, but I'm not sure if we should be doing this. I don't know. I'm not really that sure about the moral aspect of it. But like, is this something that we want to do? Like, it kind of feels like playing God, and to me this is a little bit weird, even though it's cool. And I think they're also doing the same with the woolly mammoth, or at least they have been trying for a while. I'm not sure where they're at on that part or front, but yeah. I don't know, it's interesting. It's definitely cool that they've been able to do it. But I would be interested in hearing your guys' thoughts about it. Okay, well, let's fire these bad boys up. Grass, sticks, and firewood. Okay. And the other one, cooking pots. And also the reason I'm doing 4 is just in case I need multiple of them in the future. It's just good planning. Okay, this should be lit now as well. Right, it's super dark. I think I'll go sleep. And honestly, I can't remember what I said I was planning to do. Oh right, hunting. No, I think that's for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow necessarily, but the next episode. I think I'll go pan this bony soil is what I'll do, and then I think I'm done for today. I'm sorry if I have been super incoherent this episode. I wanted to like do some talking today, but yeah, I'm not really that good of a talker, or like, I don't know, conveying my thoughts. But that's also partly why I wanted to start this channel. I wanted to get better at it. It's just kind of special, especially when it's something you haven't really thought through completely. So I'm saying this in the context of the growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So I'm not completely sure on, or I hadn't really thought this completely through. And that's also, it kind of brings me back to failing. I have this problem where I don't really want to speak on things that I don't know anything about, or I'm not completely sure. So this goes with when we have like when we're like sitting in groups and like working in groups on campus with the people I study with. I always have a hard time speaking with about things that I don't really know a whole lot about. And I think that's because I'm afraid of failing or saying something completely wrong. I guess it's not about saying something wrong. I think it's about failing. Because I am actually very open to feedback. And like being wrong, I don't think I'm afraid of being wrong. But yeah, it is kind of weird. I haven't quite put like my thumb on what the problem is or the solution or anything, but yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I will definitely have to think this through more. But let's see, I think I had 12, no, I couldn't have possibly had 12, so I think I had 10. Have I gotten anything? Rusty gear, I'm not sure what this is for. Rusty gear, amulet, slider, black dye, grey dye. Coiler rope. Interesting. Whoa, why'd I just go under? %, spoiled. I will have to eat this now. But yeah, I think my food situation is going quite low. I will have to... Oh wait, is that a candle? Aha. Interesting. I guess I could make Hey, lantern with that. Okay, this does take a long time. I'm not sure I could do this during a long period of time. I guess maybe I could do this like off camera, but I'm not really that confident in doing this on camera, because I do feel like I have to talk a bunch, and I know it's kind of fine not talking, but then there has to be something going on, like exploring. You guys could explore with me without me having to talk, and it'd be like somewhat entertaining, but me just staring around doing this doesn't really feel like something. So I might honestly just end it here and just finish up these last couple of bits and just tell you what I got during the next episode. So thank you guys for staying with me. I do again apologize for me not being super coherent all of the time. It's also difficult being in another language. I think, even though I do think I'm proficient in English, I think it does kind of make it a bit harder, especially when my thoughts, like when I think these through, I think them in Swedish, so my solutions are kind of in Swedish, so then I have to translate them. So more simpler thoughts I can think in English terms, and I do, like, sometimes. Anyways, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm not sure if the next episode will be tomorrow. I do appreciate having some free time, especially during these last couple of weeks. I feel like I haven't really had any time for myself, so we'll see. I do enjoy making these, so it's not like it's a chore, but yeah, we'll see. Sorry for ranting. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.